My blissful gorgeous selves, now I am leading you into everlasting health psychological tips. There are two aspects of life, favorable and unfavorable, wanted and unwanted, healthy body, loving family and friends, sufficient income, home full of modern amenities and respect all around. This aspect is most wanted by almost all class of people. Unwanted aspect of life is sick body, masochistic, pessimistic or negative thinking family members, old, broken and hell-like home, insufficient income, no modern amenities to entertain, quarrelsome wife, quarrelsome husband and naughty children and notoriety all around and hateful attitude of neighbors. So this is unwanted, unfavorable aspect of life. You will be surprised to know that on the path of spiritual progress, either it is God realization or deep samadhi, satori, or yoga of understanding, the cosmic consciousness, in the progress of any of these, both above aspects of life have equal importance. Can you believe that? By making use of them creatively, wisely, you cannot only eliminate misery, anxiety, fear, tension, frustration, stresses and strains, but also attain peace, expansion of consciousness and divine love. By involving in them recklessly, by misusing them blindly, you are trapped in countless deceptions and illusions. Opportunities for self-development are ruined. Life is turned as if you are a hovering, miserable ghost. Never call him or her fortunate only because anybody to any part of the world. Never call him or her fortunate only because he or she is a smart, young or millionaire. Has Rolls Royce and yacht and helicopter, or married with a Miss Universe, or lives in Fifth Avenue, New York City, or is a big celebrity, or even if he or she is President of United States. No, I don't call this person lucky or successful. Same way, I don't call him or her unfortunate or poor who is penniless and showered with all disappointing misfortunes of the world. Okay, I call him or her as fortunate, lucky and successful person who is expert in making wise use of the situations he is going through. Remember this, I call him or her as fortunate, lucky, successful person who is expert in making wise use of the situation he is going through. Unfortunate is he or she who is involved as if sunk neck deep in mud and puddling around, but not wanting to get out. Okay, what I call mud is full indulgence in sensational enjoyments if it is a wanted aspect, or chronic miserable if unwanted aspect. Both look like workaholics, absent-minded and oblivious to all facts of life, including its very purpose. So, how to be fortunate, lucky? How to lead a successful life with some meaning into it? How just not vegetate hopelessly? My answer is, you have to be a subtle seer, sensitive observer, and discover it out that getting too excited, uproariously happy person, all supportive and favorable surroundings, on new accomplishments, and wanting the same more and more is misuse of favorite surroundings. Same way to worry and go anxious upon disappointing issues and rebel and revolt against all those who have what you don't have, and going to the lowest meanness in order to obtain that lavish, prosperous life. This is misuse of unfortunate surroundings, okay? It is plunging into the mud and keep sinking to the bottom. And until you assassinate your vivek, unless you kill your conscience, unless you destroy your intuition, when you keep on doing these without a single moment of introspection, you may have impressive personality, popularity, and very busy in works, but you have dungeonized your life, sickened your mind. You are a potential enemy of the nation and culture you belong to. So terrorists and crusaders and jihadis and evangelists are born from this very seed. Why one becomes a mass murderer? Why one becomes a criminal? Why one becomes a deceptive and shameless political leaders like Lalu Mulayam, Paswan and Rahul? Because although they may have physical and weapon power, but they don't have inner soul power. You are just a body with dead conscience. When can one become alive? How to awaken soul within? Only when you will be disillusioned from your psychological dungeonization of all places, things and situations, wherever you go. How can you be disillusioned? Just by being aware that not a single iota of profit is gained by being a tycoon or celebrity or fulfillment of your desires. Not a single iota of loss you face by turning into a pauper. Complete destruction of life. You lose nothing at all going through these. How? Try to get the point. Did George Bush find what he expected to attain by being US President? No, not at all. Did Osama bin Laden get what he wanted by terrorizing the people of the whole world, or by demolishing New York's buildings? No, not at all. Does any political leader get anything by winning election, by robbing a few $billion bucks, or having big amount in Swiss bank? No, they get nothing. Just like Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister, and after that Indira Gandhi, they deposited so much money in the Swiss bank. They are rotting now, they are dead. The money, the poor people's money from this poor country, India, has gone in trillions and trillions of dollars, rotting in the Swiss bank, and the people are starving here, and those who owned, they are dead. So what is it is good for? They get nothing. They just spread false illusion as all inuts or nose-cut cult leaders spread around. How can I claim that? Watch. By being a celebrity or millionaire or world famous, you worry Your worry never reduces. You never find peace. Vice versa, your fanatical restlessness and whimsical patterns come over and over, assuming new forms. You do not attain rest, you do not attain peace, you don't get integration, you do not develop love or enlightenment. Your actions do not show any symptom of growth of consciousness. Manmohan Singh was a good little man, but after he became India's Prime Minister, he spoke and acted so anti-national that for millions of people he was unworthy to be taken even for their gatekeeper or servants. So many heinous crimes to the nation he committed, but sleepy, dozy Indians let him go away. By obtaining favorable status, there is neither a slightest increase in your possessions of pleasures and benefits, because whatever you get is all out of your formerly noble deeds composed destiny. Your seeming achievements and success have nothing to do with your being. Okay? Your achievements and success have nothing to do with your being a millionaire, okay? Being in the midst of even mind-boggling, conflicting situations or poverty, you can have peace, broad heart and uproarious laughter and even God realization. Nothing can stop you find this. Nature has equally provided three basic powers to all mankind to attain the goal of life. Physical energy, that is strength; discretion, the power of reasoning; trust. Everyone is free to use them up to the last breath of life. History records just by proper use of even one of these, anybody can attain the goal of life. The creative use of physical strength is causeless unconditional service. Feel compassion on miserables and ignorance. Consider your property, consider your prosperity and property as collateral of others and offer them in their service respectfully. Do not oblige. Do not be proud. Expect nothing in return of your service. Feel great joy seeing all happy people. The creative use of discretion is rise above body identification, a possessiveness, a desire, loving and hating, and being puffed up. The creative use of trust is multidimensional forms of one formless God. Feeling belongingness and going ecstatic listening the pastimes of the Lord as narrated in Srimad Bhagavatam. Listen, these discourses are available in the ultra-modern Bhagavad Katha .wakepaint.com. Just burn an incense or sprinkle perfume, sit in meditation pose and respectfully listen, and let the ecstasy descend from God upon your being. Apply all your might for best creative use of these three powers. If you fail time and again, then pray to the Almighty. His grace power enables you to succeed in the best creative use of these powers. But these powers appear as powers to use only when you have passed the exam of the high school with good marks, and now you are fully confident that being destitute or penniless does not interfere in pleasure and peace facilities, including enlightenment. Because whatever you get comes from the grace or your former noble deed, product destiny. It has nothing to, it has no relationship. It has no relationship at all with obstacles and contrary conditions. Now, the most creative use of all three powers on postgraduate level. Let me tell you how it is done. Well, first you ought to have passed the exam with honorable marks, offering causeless love to God regardless of favorable or unfavorable conditions of life. Just offer ceaseless love to God. Well, how to offer one's love? Through your feelings. Just feel. Start cheering him up. Do not expect anything in return of your cheering service. All you can expect is increasing degrees of love. Drop that advantage and respect, health, wealth, etc., which comes on the way of smiles of God. A police inspector comes. He has many spiritual questions. No matter how many times we answer his questions, they are the same in different words. I observed he does only his easy duties. He does not touch the tougher ones or risky ones. A badmash has borrowed money for 3 months. He does not return in 2 years. The case comes. He did not beat up the badmash. He is afraid. He compromises. He cites the badmash. He does not clean off this spiritual town of Rishikesh from smokers and druggisters right under their nose. Tea sellers and gutka sellers are selling unwanted stuff on unauthorized land of the government. They are not punishing them. So how can you get spiritual answers to your questions from the depth of your being? How can you understand? How can you digest it? Even a Buddha, a Shankara or Krishna will be failure in answering to you, because you will always fail to grasp the meaning of the answers. I asked another police officer after he greeted me, "How is your meditation?" And he said, "I am theist since early age and worship God every day, but I am still not sure of His existence. Can you help me, please?" I observed he too fails to take risk. He fails to take risk dealing with well-to-do criminals. I understood it is useless to answer them even if their questions are religious and spiritual. To have even a simple faith in God, you have to be an unconditional and causelessly honest person, staunch duty performer. Doesn't matter what religion even if you belong to any religion or not. Honesty and dutifulness is the gateway to grow up into inner peace. Love comes later, on much higher level. So, see a smile on the face of God. You have to be dharma abiding first for this. Make sacrifices of all belongings and attainments to see cheers and laughter on the face of God. Start it with just feeling it first, imagining it first. Suffer. Be ready for all those troubles and sufferings that come on the way as you chose to act upon a certain lifestyle which you believe that might bring cheers on the face of God. Suffer all those up and come on the way with utmost pleasure. This is how to offer your love to God. Well, where is the God? First of all, there are three places to locate the God. Deep within yourself, that is first, trine dorsal plexus in the Anahata Chakra, this is the first. And in the temples, in some temple you like, and also in all temples. And the third, in the forms of family members and friends and all people of the world. There the God lives, okay? You are telling me you live in a utterly materialistic America? You are a waitress there in a restaurant? How can you come to India to find spiritual vibrations to grow? Is not being millionaire necessary? My answer is, well, even the US President cannot come to India unless Providence allows. His fate, his luck allows only then. When even Bill Clinton comes or Bill Gates comes, they never come to Himalayas, not even Vrindavan and Ayodhya, not to saints and sages. Even if they donate, it goes to the aid patients and not to enrich, not to help the spirituality. Now it doesn't reach their contributions, never reach to saints and sages. It never goes to developments of better presentations of India's wisdom, okay? You, being a waitress, came right in Rishikesh, met me here, the best, the cream of the all products of India. Is not good enough proof of your being fortunate? This is from your past earnings, which no Bill Gates can buy with his $1 million. Although he can invite a Swami right in his home, but such decision will come in his head only if he has formerly ripened the fruit of great noble deeds. If only he has spiritual bank balance, then only he can decide like this. But he has not. So, recognize your fortune, go back to America, and do your duties and responsibilities with last limit of your brain and discretion. Do your duties and responsibilities. If you have this destiny as a ripened fruit of your all noble deeds, you will come again. Until then, trying your best, still adversity persists. Try your best. While trying, if adversity still persists, take it as God's will. Accept it. Be happy. Be happy with that gift of God. Love both of them abundantly, my dear. How to love God in the temple? Question arises. First, learn to stay relaxed, unworried. cheerful always, because God belongs to you and you belong to God. All adversities are His tributes. They are not injurious, because God is my Father and Mother, both. He can wish only the best for me. So cheer up, because in these adversities my growth and all my many accomplishments, my cream accomplishments are hidden in these adversities. God is telling you, dear baby, not the adversities and afflicting situations, but your misunderstandings are the cause of your suffering. I send adversities only to enable you to recognize your misconceptions. As long as you will not clean it up, adversities and tortures will continue for millions of years. This misunderstanding has three parts. First, not good enough trust in me. And second, depending on person, place and things, selling out your freedom, independence at very, very cheap price. And third is misconsidering this ever-changing, decaying body as me and myself. So these mistakes are the stinking filth in your heart. So clean them up as operating surgeon. To clean them up as operating surgeon, God says, I send you Christmas gifts of afflictions and adversities just to clean you up, and that's all. Now feeling this way and thinking onward under these guidelines, be blissed out up to each strike of adversities, so much so that you go ecstatic. Listen to Sudamaji's welcome discourse to help these feelings, my dear friends. Offer your love for God's great mercy He bestowed upon you in the form of these conflicting situations. There are 5 stages to love. The first is congratulate the original starter, the conspirator, the instigator of the adversity. Second, stop seeing evil in him. Third, stop wishing accident happened to him or her. And fourth, eliminate anger in your mind towards him. And fifth, dismiss schemes and plans to take revenge for what he did to you. Sixth, stop being upset on looking at his face or feeling nauseatic. Not speaking to him or her, stopping all communications, trying to hurt him mentally, all are forms of battling. If you jump on the battlefield mentally, you will be struck and trapped with a powerful tension and restlessness. Great anxiety will then engulf you up. If not devour you up all raw. Great anxiety will engulf you. So if you talk ill of him, criticize, insult, use taunts and sarcastic or bitter sentences for him, hurt him, damage his property and complain against, and turn his or her notorious, or just jump up to beat him up or her up, all these frustrated actions of yours will return back to you in the form of multiplied bad vibrations. So safety precaution, that does not mean you leave the welfare and security of your family and friends on the mercy of the troublemaker. No, never, dear friends. First, you make full tight arrangement of all security precautions of all who depend on you. Never play on their future, dear friends. You must do all efforts of safety. But even then, if some damage takes place, you are not to be blamed for it. You are not responsible. God lives also in the heart of adversity instigator. Consider his contribution is equal to Kaikeyi, Manthara, Duryodhana and Judas, etc. In silent meditation room, bow down to God. Tell him, coming in the wicked man's form, O God, you have done great compassion on me, but take care of that person too, who torturing me, unknowingly committing great crime to himself. He is destroying his spiritual future. Doing so, he might be trapped in hellish situations for too long. Therefore, God, please take care of him, free him or her from her encasement or incessant wickedness. Keep dealing with him as normally as you could have been doing if he were clean or honorable person. But your behavior, do not kill him or her, but uplift and liberate him. The real power to offer them love will come in you when you will fully understand that he has not committed any offense or loss to you. There are following reasons for your personal misery, my dear friends. Your own action, that's first. Second, your fate, your providence, your destiny. Third is retrogradating planetary conditions. Fourth is offenses to devas and pitris and your carelessness. Okay? During the loss, damage, adversity, the suffering, worry and tension you go through have 5 main reasons, dear friends. Small-hearted trust on God first. Second, you being like dolls of dollars, girlfriends, credit, and liking and dislikings. You are like a slave or prisoner of your opinions and belief system set into your brain during student life when government of certain political party through education system brainwashing through education system brainwashing you so that you could only be their strong tool, a medium to fulfill their imperialistic ambitions to rule the country. So, your brain has nothing to do with truth. You are only trained to be useful for a society, country, party, which they think it is good. So, your dream is all about how to become one the party can manipulate you till your old age, and you expect how to accumulate more objects of sensational pleasures. There was interview published in a magazine about somebody who is now an old man, but when he was asked with his genuine inner desire, that old man of 3 children with much aged, mature wives and sons tells the interviewer that the best cherished his desire is to take one of the Miss Universe, who is also an actress in India, take her on a flight in the sky and go to different planets, planet after planet, planet after planet. Look, this is an old man, and that is a young girl equal to his daughter's age, and she is married to somebody else, and this man is hankering her association. You expect how to accumulate more objects of sensational pleasures. So the need is to drop this skeptical brain while learning spiritual points in Rishikesh, okay? You are hoarding and possessing and lording attitude, loving to all non-seeking, worldly talking people. That's third. You are holding, possessing and lording attitude, loving to all seeking, loving to all non-seeking, who are not seeking spirituality, loving to those people becomes a blockage, an obstacle on your path to grow towards God. So worldly talking people, love is an obstacle, a big hurdle on a spiritual path, on God realization. Considering this ever decaying body as I and mine is fourth. And fifth is negative thought patterns. All these are the main cause of people's suffering. As long as these inner hurdles, inner blockages remains growing on our unreduced one, as long as they remain, so long you will suffer till the end of creation. In order to continue on with your suffering, you will be born again and again in many forms, in many different countries, many different races and climates, and strange religious beliefs, only to add to a new frustration, a new passion of misery and torture. As soon as we put an end to it, we end up our doomsday as well. So as soon as you become a billionaire and find occasion to decorate home with all exciting things you ever dreamed of, do not consider it as the result of your own expertise and hard work. There are millions who are highly skillful, hard workers, educated, nice fellows, but they are living like destitute. So if you wish, let your life not be dungeonized too soon. Take all achievements as sent by the cosmic beloved to make you his very own, his most favorite, intimate friend. So all this is just means to offer him my love, more sweet and more colorful and more blind love. This is his tribute with message on it. Now you are ready to offer the neck deep, nose deep made love. This is the only purpose of all favorable surroundings in any part of the world. As soon as you will decide like this, you will see really a big cheer, big smile lit on the face of the Lord. And it is illuminating, dazzling and encompassing the whole world. And lo, he is enjoying a big belly laugh, getting you all blissed out. Now offer your love to the same God in the form of wife and sons and daughters and brothers and sisters and parents and friends and relatives. Okay? Offer your love to the same God in these forms. Not to cause any trouble. Not to cause any trouble then is to offer them love. So never behave in any such manners, they get insulted, hurt, suffer. If happened out of mistake, just apologize. Eliminate their problems with love. To the hurtful family members, do not return them in equal coin. Cheer them up. Before help of anyone, the favorable surroundings has been built. Consider him God sent and try to do something great for him. Be a medium for the spiritual awakening of all souls, my dear friends. Jnana yajnena tenaham ishtah syamiti Madhava. Moha, the identity crisis, the illusion, misconception, misunderstanding about oneself is the cause of all psychological problems and illnesses, my dear friends. Om, 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 om.